two products that I like to use since I got my eyebrow pigment lasered off in May. This one is called the She Glam Browfection. It has a plunger that goes into the well, and each time you need to use it, it needs to be put back into the well, kind of like twisted down, pump it, and then you can use it. It's a very large applicator. It works really well. Something kind of quick, cool. You can kind of see me like moving through, and I wanted to show coverage. Anyway, we're going to ignore the actual shape. I'm looking at application. I'm going to do the other side. I'm going right over the hairs. You can be really, really deliberate. I was playing with it when I first got it, and it was a little more of a wet product to try to get hair strokes on the underside where it would look more full. And I don't dislike this product. It's number 2 on my list. The one thing I didn't like is I couldn't find it on the EWG app that allows you to find out the toxicity level of the products. Far too many times I see clients come in with extremely irritated skin right underneath the eyebrow follicle. Don't look at that eyebrow. We're going to clean everything off. Anyway, so EWG, it wasn't found on the list, so that concerns me just a little bit, but I do appreciate the fluffy applicator, and it was pretty quick to get some sort of result. So once you know and understand the geometrics of your face, you can use this product pretty easily. I can't vouch for it as far as the toxicity level and if it would damage your follicle or cause any irritation on your skin. Now on to my number 1 product, and the product that has a number 1 on the EWG is Build a Brow by Maybelline. I'm obsessed right now. It's a very fine point applicator. I have it here in soft brown and in deep brown. Let's take a step back and just explain the geometrics of the face really quick. You can do this at home. The niche of the nose, right where the curvature of your nostril is, and straight up past the inner canthus, which is the pink of the eye, you would want to find that sweet spot. That's the sweet spot of where the front of your brow should start. Then the tail goes from the nostril all the way up on the corner of the eye, not the corner of your lashes, the corner of your eye, and up. If you make them too long, they're going to draw your face down. You want to draw them out towards the top half of the ear, because gravity will eventually do that for us. Clients that also lift their eyebrows a lot, you'll see the brow tail actually go downward. So if we draw the tails towards the top half of the ear, longevity wise, it actually makes their eyes look a little more open. Right here, I'm pointing to the pupil of the eye, the outer edge of the nose, and straight up diagonal to the arch. That's approximately where you want your arches. Okay, let's build a brow. I always get 2 colors whenever I'm trying products out because it does help me build a foundational color, and then I'll do kind of an accent color. So we start with the light one. I'm lightly doing upward strokes. That way I try to get as tiny of an application look as possible, and also soft. If you press on these, it will marker your face. I actually use them for eyeliner over the weekend. Anyway, light as a feather is really the move here. If you have eyebrow hair, this is going to be a little easier for you. You're going to be able to follow your actual hair pattern as you go. If it does start to dry out, as you can see, you would just shake it a little bit and just lightly keep going all the way through the brow, paying attention to what your guidelines are, where different thin areas. It was really hard to do this away from the mirror with the camera in between, but we're doing it. You can already see just the little bit of fill-in. You can see from a distance that my eyebrows kind of came back. So I'm going to work on the top, which is what I love about this product, is I can actually work on the top so light and gentle and create that overgrown fluffy look or a more full arch. You'll see me build this up with the light color, and then I'm gonna pepper through with deep brown on the next pass. I'm really accentuating the tail. The idea is to have the tails, the ends, and the center of your brow, which we call the spine of the brow, become more rich in tone, more saturated, and your edges to be a little bit more fluffy. We're gonna speed it up just a little bit so we can fit it on all the social media platforms. Anyway, fun fact. So I told you about build a brow and how I used to always say that. I even used hashtags back in 2000, I don't know, 12, 13, 14, 15, hashtag build a brow. Anyway, what's also wild, whenever I would make crazy Halloween costumes, and I don't know, I just always use the hashtag maybe it's Mandy Jean, which was a pun from maybe it's Maybelline, and now it's a Maybelline product. And it was just really cool little epiphany when I was putting this mini tutorial together. I do want to show you on the underneath of the eyebrow right here where your eye socket is, the orbital bone. If you put your pinky right there and you have that horizontal line, that's approximately the point in which you should have your eyebrow hairs growing out of. Typically your face is symmetrical where your eyebrow bones are. Unless you've been in an accident, of course. It's the muscles that actually change the symmetry of our face, because the more you keep making that face, the more it will stay that way. Here's me just going back and forth and building and building and building and building. This is the other side. I'm just building the foundation. I'm going to go back through, like I said, to pepper with the deep brown, and then I will kind of clean up. You saw a little bit with the micro brush, kind of cleaning up the edges, going back and forth. But overall, I mean, it's just, for me, I feel like this was the most gorgeous, really quick application that you can do at home if you don't hire me. Okay, and coming to the end here, final touch, there is a clear gel sealant that is on the other end of the tube. It's really nice to be able to fluff the brow back up. It blends some of those layers that you put on, and it really gives it a nice touch, and it allows the product to last a little bit longer. I don't use this every day just because sealants tend to make me think that it could occlude the hair follicle and the skin just a little bit. So use sparingly, just like everything. Small doses. Let me know in the comments what part helped you and if you would use Build a Brow.